This is News 3 Now at 5.
Thanks for staying with us. Just 76 days into the November 3rd election, Democrats and Republicans continue to push for voters right here in Wisconsin.
For the second time this week, the Republican ticket is making a visit to the Badger State. This as the DNC is underway in Milwaukee. We have team coverage of Vice President Pence's visit to Wisconsin and what we can expect tonight in the third night of the Democratic National Convention. It's tough to talk about the economy without bringing up coronavirus. The vice president certainly did. But our Adam Duxter shows us Mike Pence's focus was on one key point.
Well, Vice President Pence spoke on a number of topics today here in Darien, including coronavirus response, back-to-school plans, even the Democratic National Convention. But he says it is jobs that will be the most important thing for the Republican platform this fall.
Mike Pence.
Mixed in a standing room only crowd of about 200 people.
Oh, that's awesome. We're excited about it.
Larry and Nancy now watch Vice President Mike Pence talk about a key issue for them.
It shows where their hearts are for industry and jobs, coming to places like this rather than, places that they shouldn't be.
The Vice President spoke at Tankcraft in Darien for more than a half hour. He focused in part on arguably the biggest issue facing everyone right now.
From before there was a single case of community transmission of coronavirus in the United States, President Donald Trump suspended all travel to the United States from China, stood up a task force and said, we're going to put the health of America first.
But most of Pence's time echoed the banners around him. Jobs, jobs, jobs. Just months ago, the U.S. hit unemployment levels not seen since the Great Depression, something impacting even the site of today's event.
We're a company that feels the pinch like anyone, and right now we're feeling the pinch because of the latest COVID issues.
But as job losses reach the tens of millions due to the pandemic, Pence told the crowd the country is back on track.
We've actually already added more than 9 million jobs back to the American economy. We've added more jobs back to this economy in 3 months than Joe Biden and Barack Obama added to our economy in 8 years.
On multiple occasions in today's speech, Vice President Pence criticized Democratic leaders for not coming to Wisconsin for the Democratic National Convention, pointing to his multiple trips to the state this summer alone as his devotion to the state. And of course, we'll have full streaming of the virtual Democratic National Convention tonight on our Facebook page and live on News 3. In Darien, Adam Duxter, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Adam. Also in attendance today, Congressman Brian Stile, who says despite the crowds at today's event, he felt it was handled safely. For more on the vice president's visit channel3000.com. Tonight, the Democrats' choice for vice president gets her shot to take the stage.
Senator Kamala Harris expected to formally accept the nomination during the convention. Amy Reed live with us in studio to show us what else we can expect tonight. Amy?
Well, along with that acceptance from Harris, we've got a big lineup of names, and we'll get to that in just a minute. The theme tonight is a more perfect union, and we're expecting some of what we've seen the past few nights where the Democratic Party tries to include regular people from around the country. We saw that in this intro video yesterday. The party is also using its theme to talk about gun violence, climate change, immigration, and women in leadership. So far, the virtual convention has gone technically smooth, and Representative Mark Pocan said it's going well from his perspective.
None of us knew what to expect. We would have loved to have had the convention in Wisconsin, but it's simply not safe to have major candidates come to Wisconsin because that brings lots of people and that will bring a lot of potential COVID.
Here's what we're looking at tonight for speakers: Elizabeth Warren, Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama. Not on this list, Governor Tony Evers, who's set to welcome people to Wisconsin. Over the past few nights, we've seen actresses, notably women of color, almost emceeing the night, and tonight's no different. Kerry Washington will be taking the helm starting at 8, and we'll bring you what you need to know tonight at 10.
Amy, thank you. First Lady Melania Trump will give her Republican National Convention speech from the White House's newly renovated Rose Garden. Her Chief of Staff says the speech will take place on the second night of the convention, Tuesday night, and will be live. The Rose Garden has undergone 3 weeks of extensive replanting and redesign and is scheduled to be officially unveiled on Saturday.
Another sunny and warm day in our area. Let's check your first warn forecast with meteorologist Dana Fulton. Dana?
The afternoon just continuing on with our sunshine, really pleasant downtown and throughout southern Wisconsin. We're going to enjoy a warm, nice evening. Here's a live look with our Edgewater sky cam. The sun just reflecting off the water. A few boats out and about, trying to cool off a little bit in the water. Now, temperatures are currently close to 80 degrees with dew points in the mid-50s, so very comfortable for the middle of August. Doppler track is quiet throughout southern Wisconsin. You have to go a little further north to see some light rain right now. Stretching towards the Twin Cities, we're seeing a few isolated showers, but that's going to stay out of our forecast for the next few days. The temperatures will stay close to 80 for Thursday and Friday. We have a slight chance for a shower or isolated thunderstorm on Saturday, but much of the 10-day forecast is nice and dry. A lot of sunshine as we look ahead through the weekend and into next week. But we'll take a look at your full 10-day in just a few minutes.
All right, Dana, thank you. Police caught 2 people they think stole an SUV and could have stolen more if a homeowner didn't wake up first. Happened on Lewis Street in Cross Plains. This was about 2:15 this morning. The homeowner woke up to find 3 people in his garage. Apparently, they used an opener in an unlocked car. The homeowner fired a warning shot at the burglars. They shot back and then drove off in a stolen Toyota 4Runner. Officers eventually tracked that vehicle down in Fitchburg. Dane County Sheriff thinks there were more break-ins earlier in the night. If you noticed anything missing, you're asked to call Cross Plains Police.
Middleton police are still looking for whoever shot a gun early this morning. They found shell casings near the intersection of Highland Way and Century Avenue around 3:40 this morning. Middleton police were on the scene for several hours collecting evidence and talking to witnesses. Officers say no arrests have been made, but they do not believe the shooting was random.
2 men face charges for fighting with a suspended Wauwatosa police officer during a protest. According to a criminal complaint, Ronald Bell admitted he was holding a shotgun when it went off outside the home back on August 8th. A crowd was there to call for Officer Joseph Mensa's firing. The Milwaukee County DA is reviewing if Mensa was justified in shooting and killing a teenager this past winter. Mensa has been cleared in 2 other deadly shootings in the last 5 years. Bell and William Lofton are charged with recklessly endangering safety.
State and county health officials recorded 558 new cases of COVID-19. Wisconsin's lifetime total is now at 67,500 confirmed cases. At least 1,068 people across the state have died as a result of the virus, with 8 more deaths confirmed today. The percentage of active cases continues to decline. However, 12% of people still have the virus. With over 9,400 COVID-19 tests conducted in the past 24 hours, the State Department of Health Services says 7% of those tests came back positive today. That's an increase of about half a percentage point compared to Tuesday, while the percent positive 7-day average has gone up to 8%.
And as the number of cases goes up around the globe, it's now topping 22 million. Some countries are succeeding in eliminating the virus. Others continue to struggle. The World Health Organization warns people in their 20s, 30s, and 40s are driving the spread right now. South Korea reported a spike in cases linked to a mega church in Seoul. And in Lebanon, the government has ordered a 2-week lockdown. The global death toll from coronavirus is now over 780,000 people.
Well, there are bound to be a lot of young people coming to or already in Madison to get ready for the new school year in college.
That's right. Doctors are hoping they act responsibly, especially with the University of North Carolina Chapel Hill canceling in-person classes due to an outbreak there. Jamie Perez is on campus tonight in Madison. Jamie, what message are we hearing?
Doctors say that the ball is really in the students' court this semester, that it's up to them to be as responsible and safe as possible as this upcoming semester starts. Now, they say that online classes should help with that social distancing aspect, and most of Madison's classes are virtual, but there are still some in-person classes as well. And then there's the issue of dorms and student housing, where social distancing does not always happen. Dr. Jeff Pothoff at UW Health has a simple but pointed suggestion for young adults, and that's to listen to doctors' advice.
Although it's true that younger people tend not to get as sick, it's not a universal truth. They're not immune from the disease. There will be plenty of college kids in that age bracket who do get very sick. Some of them will have lifelong disabilities.
Dr. Pothoff said that this is a real concern for the hospitals. The last thing they want to see is a ton of people ending up in the emergency room, overwhelming the system. That can happen, especially if young people pass it on to the more vulnerable adults. So the question is, are students actually doing their part? Well, I talked to a couple of students earlier today, and coming up tonight at 6, I will share what they have been experiencing the past few days.
All right, Jamie, thank you. Meanwhile, in northwestern Wisconsin, UW-Eau Claire says it is designating one hall to students that may have come in contact with someone who has COVID-19 or someone who is recovering from the virus. University officials say Putnam Hall will not house permanent residents, but will house students who are isolated and quarantined. Students who test positive will be assessed individually, while students in isolation will be in the dorm for 14 days.
And campuses across the U.S. that are already open are experiencing more clusters of COVID-19. Michigan State, East Lansing canceled in-person learning for the fall semester yesterday. Notre Dame also moving classes online for the next couple of weeks after a surge in cases. And Dr. Anthony Fauci said the U.S. needs a uniform attack and strong leadership against the virus to return to a semblance of normalcy.
I think a consistent message, from above would really be a very, very important factor in getting to where we want to be.
And the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill decided to cancel all in-person classes and move toward remote learning. That's for all undergrad students. And now they're telling students living on campus, if you can go home, you should. DHS also releasing new school guidance to assist local and tribal health departments. A 36-page document features guidelines for the prevention, investigation, and control of outbreaks in Wisconsin schools. And you can find that information on the DHS website. We'll have more on those guidelines tonight at 6.
Postmaster General Louis DeJoy is set to testify before the Senate on Friday, facing lawsuits from over 20 states, including Wisconsin. DeJoy announced yesterday he would suspend initiatives that critics say could disrupt mail-in ballots this upcoming election. President Trump opposes voting by mail because he feels it favors Democrats. Democrats are skeptical of DeJoy, who is a longtime Republican donor appointed by President Trump. Experts predict roughly 80 million mail-in ballots will be sent in this fall.
This year marks 100 years since women got the right to vote. A farmer in Wisconsin celebrating in a way only she can. This is Laura Leffel's cornfield near Eau Claire. The design she created in this corn maze to honor the ratification of the 19th Amendment. It's a picture of a suffragette, and above her, the word vote is carved into the corn.
It's always good to celebrate something that's positive in our history, and so we definitely are excited to have people out to see this, and I think hopefully it'll encourage people to vote, no matter what who you're voting for. It's just good to get your voice heard.
The 10-acre maze opens up in September on the 2nd, so anyone can walk the path Laura created to honor a woman's right to vote.
There's more to come tonight at 5. When we come back, a Madison resolution is looking to soundproof homes near Truax Field. We'll tell you why. And then coming up tonight at 6, an Alzheimer's disease researcher shares advice on keeping your brain healthy during the pandemic. That's coming up tonight at 6.
Red numbers across the board. Midweek trading on Wall Street. The Dow off 85 points. The NASDAQ falls more than 64. The S&P loses 15. And we'll be right back.
Wild Easttown Honda has clearance savings on over 400 new Hondas. Get 0% financing for up to 60 months on your favorite new Hondas at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
You don't just wear jeans, you live and work in jeans, and you want them at prices you can afford. Right now at Blaine's Farm and Fleet, all jeans are on sale, like $25 off women's Dickies Carpenter pants, just $19.99. Men's Levi's jeans are on sale, just $41.65. Men's Dickies Flex Tough Max Carpenter pants are only $37.99. Plus, don't miss our tool trade-in event to get special trade-in savings on select new tools.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
I want to have $1 million when I retire.
Oh, great goal.
So where do I start?
Well, first you set up automatic transfers into savings. That can add up pretty quickly.
For me, working on putting $1,000 into an emergency fund got me in a good saving habit.
Already on it.
Then put together a plan to get rid of debt and maximize your investments. You know, Summit helped me do it.
Oh, that's great. I love how Summit gives people the knowledge and confidence to go after their goals. It's your money. Own it. Summit Credit Union.
Fry Construction is celebrating their 25-year anniversary, which means big savings on home repairs and improvements. No job is too small or too big, and your safety is always our concern. Respected in the industry and voted best of Madison, Fry Construction delivers lasting quality for your home. And now, for a limited time, save 25% off gutters or insulation with a full roof, siding, or window project, all with zero down, 0% interest for 12 months. Contact Fry Construction today.
We're seeing it again. The virus spreading out of control. The president once again failing to act. Joe Biden knows we need to listen to medical experts and take action now. That starts by expanding testing, calling for mask mandates nationwide, starting immediately, and producing more protective gear here at home. Fighting this virus and rebuilding our economy will take a president who's ready to lead.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Wild Easttown Honda has clearance savings on 400 new Hondas. Lease a new all-wheel drive CR-V for $269. That's $269 and absolutely zero due at signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
Tonight at 6, an Alzheimer's disease researcher shares advice on keeping your brain healthy during the pandemic. And Vice President Mike Pence stops in Wisconsin. A recap of his speech today in Darien. Tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
Many students rely on school meals. So who will keep the kids fed during virtual learning?
Nobody should have to face hunger, so being able to provide this meal is very important.
A look at organizations that are working to make sure students stay fueled for learning on school days and beyond. On the next News 3 Now this morning. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
There could be a way for people to prevent fighter jets from rattling East Side windows and walls, essentially for free. A Madison committee is reviewing a proposal tonight that would pay for soundproofing homes near Truax Field. The concern is the incoming F-35 fighter jets could be louder than the F-16s. The proposal would offer homeowners a tax credit for work that cuts down on jet noise, and that could mean insulation or new windows. Alder Michael Tierney says this is something that the city needs to ask for.
Going to be an acknowledged impact on sound levels for them, and it's about being able to ensure that, you know, the 1,000 to 1,400 homes that might be impacted, that those folks can have some assistance to make living in their homes comfortable.
A local insulation contractor tells News 3 it would cost about $3,500 to soundproof a home. The F-35s arrive in Madison in 2023.
California's governor has declared a state of emergency as nearly 40 wildfires burn across that state. An out-of-control wildfires tearing through Vacaville. It's a city between San Francisco and Sacramento. The fire destroyed at least 50 homes and other structures. Crews are still trying to get a handle on this thing. Another fire scorching Northern California's wine country. More than 20,000 people are under evacuation orders in Napa and Sonoma counties. Lightning strikes and record high temperatures are fueling the flames.
Conditions aren't conducive to control of the fire, and with as many fires that are going on, the resources are limited to some extent, so that does make it a little more difficult to control.
A wildfire that broke out a week ago north of Los Angeles also continues to burn. The Lake Fire has burned nearly 26,000 acres. As of this morning, it was only 38% contained.
A massive plastic fire continues to burn hours after it started at a factory in Grand Prairie, Texas. The huge fire broke out at the Poly-America factory just west of Dallas. According to its website, Poly-America makes plastic film and trash bags. The company also recycles plastic. Grand Prairie officials say some residents may need to self-evacuate if they feel in danger. They are currently trying to do a reverse 911 call to make residents in the area aware, but no official evacuations have been declared.
All right, let's get a look at your first warned weather. Meteorologist Dana Fulton has a warm forecast. Dana?
It's staying warm and fairly clear and sunny for us for the next few days. We're in a nice little pattern Getting a lot of summer weather in before we start to look towards fall. Still plenty of time for summer and for August. High pressure keeping things quiet throughout all of the Midwest. Iowa, Wisconsin, all the way over to Ohio. We're seeing clear, sunny skies. We're now on the western half or the backside of that high pressure. So our breeze coming up from the southwest. Temperatures will warm up a little bit over the next few days. By this weekend, we'll be back to the mid-80s. So a bit of a warm up for Saturday. Our opportunity for rain on Saturday, that's still well off to the west. This cold front is going to continue to swing southeast and push just a little bit of rain into the area. Much of us will stay dry though, and at this point we could use some light showers, at least a steady summer shower passing through, and those chances keep decreasing for this weekend. Tonight mostly clear and comfortable again. Temperatures will drop to about 60 for overnight lows. Thursday afternoon we get to enjoy partly sunny skies with high temperatures in the low 80s. Again, that breeze coming from the southwest, that's warmer air building in. It's just going to feel nice and pleasant outside, and that breeze not picking up too much steam in the afternoon, so it won't be windy outside for Thursday or for Friday. Friday will start off near 60 again, and our afternoon highs will climb to the low 80s, so just a little bit warmer for Friday afternoon, and then Saturday will be in the mid 80s. That rain chance on Saturday likely staying to the north. Throughout the morning we have sunshine, partly sunny skies in the afternoon. We could see a stray shower pass through as that front moves in, but a lot of that rain will likely stay north of the Dells, even north of La Crosse throughout the day on Saturday. I do want to take a look at our rainfall totals through Saturday and through all of next week. You can see just not a lot of rain coming in. So by Saturday afternoon, most of the rainfall is to the north. Still that slight chance for an isolated shower or storm for all of us in southern Wisconsin. But through Sunday and through the work week, no more rain chances develop. By the end of next week, as we get into Friday and Saturday, that's when we'll finally start to see a light chance for some showers developing for the end of the week. But we go through quite a stretch of dry weather before that rain chance starts to develop. Still not quite a drought status for us. We still are normally dry towards La Crosse, but something we'll be monitoring over the next few weeks if we don't get any more rain in the mix in that forecast. Temperature trend likely will be above average for the end of August. Our average high temperatures starting to go down now. Tomorrow we're looking at a high of 81 degrees, partly sunny, and just continued warm outside. And the low 80s on Friday, still partly sunny with a slight chance for showers and thunderstorms Saturday afternoon. Much of that rain chance, though, again, is being pulled back. For next week, the dry trend continues on. A little warmer looking towards the start of the week. Likely that we're going to stay in the low 80s with overnight lows near 60. We'll be in the 70s by the end of the week. Temperatures dropping back a bit with a chance for showers and thunderstorms for Friday and Saturday. As far as traffic is concerned right now, we aren't seeing any major accidents through the area. A little bit of construction causing some slowdowns, but no major backups along the Beltline. The interstate looks good through Dane County, downtown Madison, stop and go spots, but again, pretty usual for this time of day. As far as going through Rock County, no delays other than those traffic stops those construction stops where we'll need to slow down just a little bit on the interstate, but it should be smooth sailing for your drive home on this Wednesday evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
All right, Dana, thank you. And ahead on News 3 Now at 5, more talks about when the Big Ten football season could start. We'll have the latest proposal ahead at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. For residential and commercial, from new construction to replacements. Call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
Get the refrigerator you've always wanted now at the Brothers Maine Big Deal Refrigerator Sale. Save big on the latest from GE. French doors, black stainless, and smart refrigerators, all with 0% financing up to 18 months. And you'll get our risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee. We make it easy to be confident in your new refrigerator. It's the Big Deal Refrigerator Sale with more selection, more savings, and more big confidence only at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Great decision on your new windows. Buy one, get one won't last long.
Have you always been so passionate about windows?
Felco's buy one, get one free windows is totally rad. Felco's energy-efficient windows are a must in every home. So hurry, call now.
You could say that.
Buy one window, get one free, and get no interest for 1 year.
Buy one, get one free, and soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feltco.
For years, iMart Express has provided you with quality eyewear and same-day service. With sights set on the path ahead, we continue to rally together to keep your future in focus. Get 2 pairs of single vision glasses for under $40 and 2 pairs of progressives for under $80. To learn more, visit iMartExpress.com.
Arby's 2 for $6 everyday value. 2 of these for $6 every day. Like Monday, Saturday, Tuesday, all other days. Arby's, we have the meat.
To fix the economy, we have to get control over the virus. I'm releasing a plan to save lives in the months ahead. We need increased federal support for testing, doubling the number of drive-through testing sites. We absolutely need a clear message from the very top of our federal government that everyone needs to wear a mask in public. Every single frontline worker should have the personal protective equipment that they need to be safe. We need to support schools and child care programs so parents, if and when they can return to work, are confident that their children will be safe and cared for. And finally, we need to protect the populations most at risk, our seniors, vulnerable populations with pre-existing conditions. We need real plans, real guidelines with uniform nationwide standards. It's a simple proposition, folks. We're all in this together. We got to fight this together. We'll emerge from this stronger because we did it together. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. For residential and commercial, from new construction to replacements. Call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel reporting Big Ten officials are working on a football schedule that could start in January. Multiple college football sources telling the Journal-Sentinel Big Ten officials have decided to start the season as early as possible so that it would allow players to finish their season before the 2021 NFL draft set to happen at the end of April. The paper says that parents of UW football players were briefed about that plan. Several indoor facilities could be used by the Big Ten, home to NFL teams, including the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings. Last week, Ohio State football coach Ryan Day proposed an 8-game schedule with teams opening the first week of January, finishing by the end of February.
The NFL might follow the NBA's lead and may have a bubble-like postseason. ESPN says the NFL's executive vice president of football operations said the New Orleans Saints coach Sean Payton proposed the idea of having a bubble for postseason play. The league has not made any commitments to the idea, but they say everything is on the table. The world's largest 10K race and an Atlanta tradition is going virtual this year. The Peachtree Road Race normally draws 60,000 runners on the 4th of July. Due to the pandemic, organizers moved it to Thanksgiving and crossed their fingers that pandemic conditions would improve. But now it's announcing the 6.2-mile race will be all virtual on Thanksgiving. The Race Day app will be available for runners to track their times. The race started in 1970, making this the 51st Peachtree Road Race.
Stay with us. We'll have a final check of your first warn forecast in just a moment.
It's time to breathe easier with a professional air duct deep cleaning from Stanley Steamer. We remove the dirt hidden deep inside your ducts, helping you get back to a cleaner and healthier home. Call 1-800-STEAMER today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Keep your home secure with a quick-set satin nickel finish Juno doorknob and deadbolt from Menards. Juno's elegant traditional style blends perfectly with most design styles. $39.99 after 11% rebate. Let the light in with a Larson Lakeview Full View Storm Door. This door features an included interchangeable screen and glass inserts for seasonal ventilation. $189.99 after 11% rebate. Save on everything for your home at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
The Ford Summer Sales Event is here with great offers on a huge selection, like 0% APR financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. And get peace of mind with the Ford Promise. It's summer, so grab the family and head out. It's easier now during the Ford Summer Sales Event. Right now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus the peace of mind of the Ford Promise. See your local Ford dealer today.
Who wore it better, Hillary or Trump?
In the end, socialized medicine always looks the same. Hillary Clinton once pushed foreign price controls in the U.S., and now President Trump is too. His recent executive order allows foreign countries with socialized medicine to dictate policies for Americans, impacting our seniors who are still vulnerable to COVID-19. Let's make sure Trump doesn't change policies and make Hillary's dream a reality. Paid for by Americans for Limited Government.
Motorcycle riders love the open road, and Geico loves helping riders get to where they're going. So to help even more, Geico is giving new and current customers a 15% credit on their motorcycle policies with the Geico Give Back. And because we're committed for the long haul, the credit lasts your whole policy term. The Geico Give Back, helping riders focus on the road ahead.
This summer, get back to where you belong, along 60 miles of beautiful wide-open beaches, where family vacations have never been so much fun. With every sunrise and each high tide, the beach is calling you to raise your spirits, make you smile, and bring your family closer together. So stop dreaming and start booking, because we can't wait for you to get here. Visit Myrtle Beach and discover why happiness comes in waves.
At Stanley Steamer, we love homes. It's why we started cleaning them over 70 years ago and why we still continue today. Whatever home means to you, we're ready when you are to make sure your space is clean and that you and the ones you care about most are safe.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, an historic night ahead as Kamala Harris formally accepts the Democratic nomination for vice president. The message from the first black woman on a major party ticket. That and more on the CBS Evening News.
Well, let's go to Dana. Final check.
Temperature-wise, we're going to stay pretty close to where we were at today, near 80 degrees for afternoon highs with partly sunny skies for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. A little warmer by Saturday afternoon with a slight chance for showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening. We'll stay dry for Sunday, Monday, and for most of next week. We stay in the low 80s for the start of the week, and then temperatures will drop back a bit to the mid to upper 70s for afternoon highs by the end of the week with our next chance for some rain developing.
All right, Dana, thank you. We're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell.